Here's the TLDR for Atlas Brew number 78, Sage Labs Tips. Just a couple updates. We have some new sneak peek photos, and the claim stake tier 1s are all sold out. Before Sage Labs is released, the team is just working on just a few things. Updating AtlasNet from Solana 1.14 to 1.16. Working on Atlas vPair. Testing the new UI. Orchestrating Sage Labs with Starcom, Hello Moon, Starpath, and the Galactic Marketplace, and making sure all formulas are correct across all classes of ships. Then they gave us a little sampler of a live stream of Sage Labs. Remember, there are 51 star systems in Gallia, and every point will have celestial bodies that will have resources, maybe more than one resource, and there are resources in different locations that have different richness. On screen, when you click on a location, there will also be a lore button that will tell you the story of the star system and what you can expect. You also see Atlas vPair at the top of the screen. When you click on a sector, this is the menu that you will see. You can deposit your ships, so there's the out-of-game environment, which is the marketplace, and then there's the in-world environment that you'll be able to use to build your fleets. You'll want to place your assets inside of Sage Labs to play. The Starbase hangar is where you'll be able to see your docked fleets, or you can also form, disband, or change your fleet as well. To see the Starbase crafting workshop, you'll have to set up crew members to work in the workshop first. If you click on My Inventory, you'll be able to see all the resources that you have. You can import resources or take them out, and you'll be able to see all the items that you can mine for or craft. Lastly, they showed us mining operations at the top. This shows you your fleet information, cargo, mining ops, and you can scan for SDUs. For simpler play, you learn as you play. Create your fleet, mine, scan, craft, and stick to a sector, and as you learn more things, then you can advance your gameplay. But for those of you who want to theory craft, here are some things to think about. Santi posted in the Atlas Brew channel a couple of variables to take into account. The resource richness that varies, the resource hardness that's fixed, the variety of resources, and the variety of resources that can be found in asteroids and bodies, recipes and elements, the relationship between cargo and traveling, each action you take and its associated costs, crafting versus harvesting, and player versus market opportunity costs. So first, you'll want to know what you want to do. Do you want to mine and sell raw materials? Do you want to craft recipes? Do you want to scan for SDUs? They recommend to have separate fleets for each. It's best if you work in a factory supply chain style of fleets. Have a group for mining, have a group for crafting, and just know that your recipes and resources are harvested at different times. Balancing your cargo, having fuel versus other resources. If you run out of fuel, you're going to have to go back to the central space station and you lose everything. All the resources that you've mined, your food, your ammo, and your fuel's already empty because you have none of that to begin with. And you lose time because there are respawn times for your ships as well. Think about what the best way is for you to get certain materials for a certain recipe. Compare the costs of getting the resources using fuel, ammo, and food versus the price of actually buying it on the market. Lastly, be aware of your faction and know how close you are to certain resources. It's more efficient for one faction over another to craft certain recipes depending on the locations of those resources. And one last thing that we learned is that different resources have different weights in your cargo hold. For example, iron is heavier than hydrogen, so plan your space and your mining times accordingly. That's it for the brew. If you want any other TLDRs, comment below and let me know, or you can find me in the Star Atlas or the AFIA Discord.